Normally, if you and your date don't speak a word to each other at the restaurant for 30 straight minutes,
Dang.
that would be a sign your date was going horribly, horribly wrong.
It's a lot of uncomfy silence.
Yeah.
Well, not for one of our listeners, Logan.
Oh.
His uncomfortably long silence meant that everything was going perfectly according to his plan.
Huh.
I mean, it's one of the most unique and strange date ideas that we've ever heard of for sure. Not only did it work, but Logan and his date are both going to be back on again to tell us what's happened since they came onto the show.
Oh, I love these.
That's right. It's another second date update.
All right.
It's happening next. They say if you truly love something, you need to set it free.
Yeah.
And then if it comes back to you,
Yeah.
that shows you're really soulmates.
Oh,
Yeah, I've heard that.
that's
And my
nice.
ex is still, it's been, what,
Okay.
6
Here
years?
we go.
She's not listening,
Come back.
okay?
Well,
She's
The
not
door is
listening.
open.
It hasn't worked for Jose, but
Yeah.
someone has come back to us after we let them go when they fell short for a second date from a few months back.
A little birdie back in our nest?
His name is Logan.
It's
Logan,
meant to be, Logan.
you came back. Does this mean we're soulmates?
Yes, I've returned to you guys.
Yeah.
What? You little clinger.
You clinger.
Last time Logan was on, he got delayed at the airport and ended up spending about 4 hours with a woman at the airport bar. And it was really good for
That's
about the
right.
first 5 minutes until she said Logan got a little bit on her nerves.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into too much detail about it, but she
We
spent the
don't need
next
to.
3 minutes basically roasting him for
Yeah.
being annoying and clingy.
I cannot believe you came back.
You
my
must be doing
God.
something right now because you locked down another date for yourself. Who was it with this time?
This girl named Meghan.
All right.
What did you and Meghan do for a date?
Well, first of all, let me just preface this all with I learned some very valuable things from my first debacle at the airport there.
Airport?
Okay. What'd you
That's
take
good.
away?
One is that my perspective of who I am when I get drunk is completely different than someone else's perspective. So,
That actually takes a lifetime for some people to learn.
yeah, in my mind, I'm in a tuxedo, tap dancing on a table. In reality, I just crashed on someone's birthday cake.
I can dance when I drink too.
Yeah. So is the perspective now you wanted to tone it down on the booze a little bit this time around?
Yes. So what I said to Megan, I said, I'm working on myself, and I have a one drink minimum.
Oh, wait, for
Minimum
her?
or maximum?
Yeah, that's a
Oh
big
God,
difference.
one drink maximum. Sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good point, Jeffrey.
You were going off of Brooke's rules for a second over there. Okay. So
Well, I mean, why did you feel like you had to tell her that? Why didn't you just do that, you know?
I was just letting her in on the fact that I'm like a guy who's under construction.
Oh,
Women like that.
a project.
Yeah.
Women
Yeah.
love projects.
They
Don't
actually
use that
do.
term.
Yeah.
what did she think about that? Was she cool with it?
She seemed fine. I said, I just want to have one drink because I want to get to know you. I want to be able to listen. So I suggested this fun, almost like a game. I said, for the first 30 minutes of our date, we are only going to pass notes to each other. That way, everything that's being said or communicated is really focused and important.
Well, you want to work on your listening, but passing notes doesn't involve any listening whatsoever. That's more of the reading and writing aspect,
Comprehension.
which is still also good to work on.
What did she say to that idea?
She thought it was cute.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So then we started getting into things, what matters to you, what's important to you.
Wow.
And this is all being written down. It sounds like a lot of writing.
You could have texted this before the date.
I know, but we're there and we're looking into each other's eyes, and she starts getting in on this popcorn thing. She has a dog named Popcorn.
Oh.
Dog name dog. Okay.
I thought it was an appetizer at the table.
I was like, what kind of place? Yeah.
Yeah, she started getting excited, so she was like scribbling down popcorn this, popcorn that. And I was, I just sent her back more question mark because I couldn't believe how much popcorn was coming at me.
Weird,
I need
man.
a drink.
Seriously, yeah.
All
I
right.
need the minimum one drink right now.
So did it really go on for 30 minutes?
No, it didn't. It did not. I really overblew that estimate. It was about maybe 5 to 7 minutes in.
Got it.
And she's like, I'm getting writer's cramp.
At that point, I would have, to your face, left you on red. Just folded the note, put it aside, and just kept eating.
So at that point, after 7 minutes, you decided to transfer back to normal vocal conversation.
Yes, and
Okay.
then at that point it was like, okay, so my little cute attempts obviously fell a little, not short, but we adjusted them. So then I also lifted the 1 drink minimum, and I was like, okay, you know what? No rules.
Oh.
See, there we go.
Yeah. No. Well, you know what? The good thing is you're adapting. You know, if you would have said, well, no, I did not break the rules and I forced us for 30 minutes, then of course that's the reason.
I feel like he caved to all of it. Like, it's like you set up all these rules for yourself, Logan. I mean, were you having fun?
Yeah, for sure. It was like, how many people go out and just do the same mundane thing? This was like something that was memorable, so I was having a good time.
Okay, what about her?
Yeah, she was having a good time.
Maybe it's something like we don't understand the vibe, like you had to be there to feel what was going on between them.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever watch like that Netflix show, Wednesday.
Yeah? The Addams Family spinoff. It's great.
It.
The lead actress is always just sitting there, like just with her eyes, like looking back and forth
She
and
doesn't
around.
blink or smile the entire show.
Wait, is that how you're saying your date was like Wednesday Addams in the Netflix show?
No, I'm just saying that there's a lot to be communicated with eyes and
just body language.
You know she puts like fear in people. Okay.
So in your opinion, Logan, no speed bumps?
I don't think so. No, it was good. I got a nice hug at the end.
Okay.
But then I was setting up a second date, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm busy for the next couple of days, or you know, this week is really bad next week." So I couldn't read. Is she blowing me off?
Yeah, it sounds like she is.
If you think that you had a good time, then we totally believe you on it, and we want to help you get another date here with Meghan.
With your favorite pen pal.
Yeah, so we're going to call Wednesday Addams here in just a second. First, we're going to play a song, come back, and then get your second date update right after this.
Awesome.
All right, hold on, man.
You're in the middle of a second date update, and we're going to find out how the couple is doing right after you hear part 2.
We're in the middle of a second date update with a good friend of the show named Logan, and it's not his first time doing one of these with us. I'm playing the Addams Family theme song because he described his date with a girl named Meghan like Wednesday Addams, the Netflix series, meaning during their dinner they did a lot of staring, a lot of brooding, and nonverbal communicating, which was extremely healthy, by the way.
Yes.
It's a little bit fearful, but healthy.
I mean, Tim Burton told her not to blink in that show ever because it was creepier.
Sure. Yeah, I get it. It may sound a little out of the ordinary to most people, but Logan did end up getting a hug. And the only thing he hasn't gotten is another date. So we're about to call Meghan up here, and I just want to get your approval, Logan, before we do this, to use verbal communication with her. Is that okay with you?
Stamped. I stamped my approval.
Stamped
All
it.
right.
Okay.
It's going to be really
Okay,
boring if not.
Honestly, you know, I felt bad for you the first time that we did a second date update, but I think you're such a good person and confident in who you are. You're going to be able to bounce back from this no matter what she says.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
All
You're
right.
welcome.
Put that on a note card and send it over to her. Okay. Let's just dial her number, and we'll see what Meghan has to say here. You ready?
Or stay quiet.
Good idea.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Until we need you to speak
Yeah.
up. That's really
Bro,
important.
you of all people know how this works.
All right, here he goes.
Hello?
Hi, this is Jeff from Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning. Blink twice if this is Meghan, please.
How would you see her?
Wait, I'm sorry. Who's calling?
I heard
Oh,
it. She
uh-huh.
got heavy
There was
eyelids.
definitely two
She
blinks in there.
laughed.
Yeah.
You laughed at that, Megan.
I'm a funny person, Brooke. Deal with
is
it.
that what it is?
So,
Yeah, you are.
hey, Meghan, so you're on the radio right now on a show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Oh, I thought this was a prank call.
Yeah. We
Better
get that
than that.
sometimes.
We also do those, so we're pretty
But we-
stereotypical morning radio.
We don't normally introduce ourselves before we do them.
Right.
We just kind of let it happen.
You're going to find we're pretty bad at our jobs here. One thing we're kind of good at, though, is helping people get another date.
Okay. So you're calling me about a date?
Yes.
Yeah.
A date you went on with a guy named Logan.
Oh, yeah, I remember Logan.
Yeah. He's
Good.
a
How could you
good friend
forget?
of ours, actually, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean, I would say he's a nice guy.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good. All right.
That's
We're
great.
starting off on the right foot.
Anything more? Because
Uh,
he told us a little bit about the date, and
We teased him a little.
Brooke teased him, actually. I personally thought it was kind of a fun, creative idea for you to pass notes to each other. What did you think of it?
yeah, I mean, that part of the date was actually nice. You know, I like a guy that's willing to just improve themselves and try new things.
Right.
But there was just something weird that happened on the date. So
Was it one of the notes that he passed?
actually, yeah, maybe it was that.
Oh. What do you mean?
How do you not know if it was written down or not?
Well, it came to the point where we had to order, and the waitress that showed up to our table, and he wrote a note to the waitress, and I have no idea what he wrote to her, but like she started giggling right away.
Oh, maybe some dietary restrictions that he has.
Oh, he's gluten-free. She's making fun of him?
I don't know. It was very flirty to me, and I like immediately felt uncomfortable because I didn't know what he wrote, and I was like, what's going on here? And then she wrote a note back to him.
She did?
Oh.
Yeah, and she gave him a fist bump too. It was just
Wait.
so weird.
Wait, what did it say? Did you ask him? I mean, I would have been so curious.
Yeah, I asked him, and he said he was like, "Shh, it's a secret," and like in a joking way. But I'm like, I'm sitting right next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just tell you, Megan, that we weren't aware that happened, that there was anything going on between Logan and the waitress.
Yeah, we didn't call her on another line.
Right. Something that you're not aware of, probably, unless you have a really good sixth sense, is that Logan has been listening quietly on the other line this entire time.
He's on the other line, Brooke.
And he wants to talk to you with his voice.
Oh no, are you serious?
It's a good thing.
Meghan, hi.
Oh, he wants to sing it to you, I guess.
Megan, this is your chance to get to the bottom of what was going on.
Yeah, I'm like pulling my hair out here. I feel like I'm in a bumper car and I'm focused going forward, and then I just get bam hit from the side.
Oh,
You
okay,
live in
bumper car.
so many analogies from
Very
Logan.
vivid
I like
imagination. But let's bring it back to let's talk about the notes that you were passing with the waitress, Logan.
Yeah,
I am
bro.
floored. I am such an idiot. I cannot believe that I didn't pick up on that looked bad. Like, I literally, I thought it was neat to just be like, oh, here comes the waitress. We're including her in the game for a second.
Get the whole restaurant passing notes to each other.
All I wrote was like playing a note game with my date. What's good or what's your favorite? And she wrote shrimp taco.
And you fist bumped over shrimp tacos?
And she laughed over that note.
I said I was like faux show or something like a little. I was like faux show shrimp ST or something, and she goes yes favorite, and then I was like done.
How much did she write?
Wow.
Jeez. Okay, well,
Shrimp tacos sound
Do you
fire,
believe
though.
him, Megan?
yeah.
I was not getting the vibe that this was something like fun and it was a game that the whole restaurant could have been involved in. I mean, you made it seem to me like you were trying to improve yourself and you were trying to prove to me that, you had interest in me and you wanted to kind of get to know me better. That's what I got. So it's just, your actions did not make sense to me.
I should have showed you the note. I thought I was being cute when I was like, oh, it's a secret. Like, to me, it didn't mean anything. You can ask these wonderful radio personalities. We talked about the date thoroughly. Not once did I even consider the waitress as being anything.
That's because you were hiding, Logan, that you secretly got her phone number on one of the notes and you didn't want to tell.
Oh, that's an accusation,
There it
Jeff.
comes, Jeff. I mean, it's what a lot of people were thinking. Be honest, Logan. Did you get the waitress's number?
Absolutely not.
See?
I mean, would she
Right.
have given it to me if I asked? Probably.
Oh,
wow,
so there was a vibe.
Are you trying to make her jealous? What are you doing? Why would you say that?
I was trying to be charming, and I thought if this other girl was giggling, I thought it was points for me.
No.
Like, oh, people like him.
Okay.
Clearly, I was wrong.
Don't charm other women when you're on a date.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm a charismatic, charming guy.
Okay.
Bro, you and I have the
Okay.
same curse.
Okay.
We make everyone we talk to laugh.
Again,
and
that's-
sometimes it backfires.
It's not helping his
I don't know
case.
why she laughed at that. It was not funny.
No,
I mean-
Megan, I know that this is a lot coming at you, but from my perspective, it's just like you're going out with a guy who's just very charming to a lot of people
Yes.
naturally.
Very likable.
What do you say? One more date with Logan on us.
Yes.
I get where you're coming from. Like, I would rather have a guy be super charismatic and funny and kind of have everybody like him rather than being a dork that, doesn't have any confidence.
Or boring. You could have said that.
I think that was a compliment. You two may be made for each other.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, what
Now-
do you say?
It's happening.
I think I'll do it. Let's go out again.
Okay.
Hey!
Wow.
Guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It takes a team, it takes a village, and you guys are my my true ones there.
That's not a brag. It takes ability to give me a date.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
It's been months since we came through for Logan, and now he's back again with Meghan.
Yay!
So that they can give us an update on their lives.
All right.
What's up, you two? Is it weird to hear your old second date call being played again?
Yeah. It's so weird to
A little
say.
bit, yeah.
Are you happy, Meghan, that you gave him another chance, or are you calling to tell us that it didn't work out?
You know, it's funny because our friends and family members all heard the podcast of it, and they just couldn't believe that we actually did a date like that.
Oh,
yeah.
Where you pass the notes back and forth?
Exactly. Like, they were like, did you seriously do that? And I'm like, of course.
Actually, since then, we have a little tradition now that we do once a month.
A tradition.
What tradition?
So, yes, we pass notes and kind of relive that first experience that we had together.
Cute.
And, you know, he's actually kind of hot when he's not talking.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
A compliment?
I've dated a lot of guys like that.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
Oh,
Okay.
I do.
Kind of.
Those are your
No,
hottest
I
days.
do.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, so the relationship is good then?
Yeah, the quiet nights have been great, except for there was a little incident.
What?
I went to the bathroom, and this guy was in the bathroom, and there was something going on with him. I don't know. I thought he was having a heart attack.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, it ended up being just something minor, but at the time I was like, I need to go assist in this, or I need to let people know.
Yeah.
And I rushed over to her, and I'm like, okay, follow the rules. So I grabbed the piece of paper, and I'm scribbling down as fast as I can, like,
Wow.
man, in trouble, in bathroom, like,
I think you can break the rules, my friend.
This is your
right, that's what she said. She goes, just tell me what's going on. I was like, oh, okay, well, the guy in there, I think he's having a heart attack.
Oh my
I
god.
can't tell you. It's gonna ruin our date.
I'm trying to be romantic.
Yeah, he should have just broken the silence faster. I mean, if
Yeah.
any people are watching this that really want to try the same thing we did, just break the silence. If there's an emergency, get help.
Yeah.
You know, these are those PSAs that you're like, I can't believe that has to be said.
Yeah.
Although Logan was not as hot when he told her that there was an emergency. It was much hotter when he wrote it
That'll kill the
down.
mood.
I mean, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you guys are happily still together.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
We love it. Keep us updated on your lives, okay?
Yeah, we
Text
will.
in 78592 if you want to be on the next edition of Second Date
Yeah.
Update. You could end up like Logan and Meghan. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.